Yeah, I have a couple of friends.
Okay, so when you told them that I receive a message, so I have to give my life to Jesus, and I will be like, I will be going to church right now. So what do they tell you about that?
It's some of them, they will say, "Oh, that's just the devil. He's trying to scare you. Um, he's just trying to scare you. All of us will go into heaven. It doesn't matter how you dress. God is looking at the heart. That's deception." So I'm like, maybe like my friends, they're not serious about Jesus.
Okay, do you still in contact with them?
No.
So why? Because they
Well,
changed their attitude, or you decided to cut them off?
I decided to. Well, unfortunately, I decided to stop speaking to people. I still have their number. I can contact them if I want to, but I removed myself from these friends because if I stay around you, you are going to bring me down in a sense. Because when I used to have friends, like worldly friends, we used to sin together. We sin together. Say, hey, you want to come to this party? We sin together. After I gave my life to Jesus, I cannot sin with you anymore. So now I do the right thing by myself.
Okay, so I understand that. So now you're looking for a friend that can encourage you, that can help you, that can teach you about God, so that can make you focus more on God, right?
Yes.
So you don't speak Creole, right?
No, my Creole needs a lot of work.
Okay.
My Creole is no good.
Okay, so when you saw my video and you don't speak Creole, so what makes you think that I am the right person to speak to?
Well, because I see that you are a man of God. And I see that you, out of all the people in the group chat, out of all the people in the group chat that we were part of, only you are making videos and consistently speaking about Jesus, speaking about God, telling your testimony. It's like you're on fire for God. But I noticed there are some youth, like when I used to be lukewarm, I just go to church and go home. I don't want to know about Jesus. I just go to church and go home. Most of the youth are like that. They just want to go to church and go home. But I see in you that there's something different about you, because you have fire for God. You're hungry for Jesus. So I told myself, if I speak to you, if I'm around you, it's gonna be a good example for me, because you will be a good influence on my life. You will encourage me to do the right thing.
So after we had the first conversation, so how do you tell yourself? So when I give you the verse, when I explain you your dreams, so when I give you the advice that what you need to do to stay closer to God, so how do you tell yourself?
What do I tell myself?
Yes.
I remind myself that if I get left behind after the rapture, it's my fault. I will not blame nobody. I will blame myself. And another thing, every time you speak to me, I am so happy. You know why? Because when you speak to me on the phone, I'm not just listening. I'm taking notes on what you are saying. Like the last time you will call me, I would sit with my notebook. Even though you can't see me on the phone, I have my notebook. What I would do, as you're talking to me, I will write down what you are saying, so that when the conversation is over, I can go back to my notes and I remember what you said. So I learn, okay, this is the truth, and this is how I can stay close to God.
Okay, so now you became a new creature. So how do you live your life like daily? So what do you do daily to stay closer to God?
Well, right now I have to do life evaluation. What I would do life evaluation and meditation. So I would listen to people's testimonies about rapture, about hell, and I will also reflect on my life. What are the things that I'm doing that's not pleasing to God. And I will write them down and I'll pray, say, Jesus, help me overcome these sins. And I also have to do a fast because there are some things that I'm struggling with. Even though I'm a Christian, I'm not perfect. There are things I'm struggling with. So I watch videos, I pray, I meditate about the things that are not right with God. And another thing I started doing, morning devotion. So when I wake up in